All right, calculus, we are looking at chain rule. I've been working on the chain rule. It's actually an old song, Working on the Chain Gang. You guys should see it or listen to it. And there's a movie that uses it a lot. What was the name of that movie? Cadence. That was a good movie. You should watch it. With parental approval, of course. All right. Let's go through the same process we were doing before. One, we need to ID what we're doing. Number two, we want to kind of work out the free response portion. And for this one, number three, we actually will do some of the multiple choice simplification. So remember, free response is without simplifying, and multiple choice is with simplifying. So number 16. Oh, this isn't too hard. It's a product rule where we're going to have an f and a g, which means that the derivative would be f g prime plus g f prime. So let's fill that in. That means we're going to have f of 2, which is where we're evaluating this at, f of 2 times g prime of 2 plus g of 2 times f prime of 2. That means that f of 2 is really negative 3. G prime of 2 is negative 2. G of 2, where is that at? That's 3. And f prime of 2 is 6. Okay, so what do we get with this? Looks like we have a negative 6 here plus 18. Oh, that's a positive 6. Negative times a negative is a positive. So this would equal 24. So honestly, right here, this would have been our free response type answer. We don't have to actually multiply it out. But down here, simplifying it to an actual number, that would be your multiple choice answer. All right, next, number 17. What do we got? We got quotient rule. Okay, so quotient rule, not too bad. We're going to be looking at low d high minus high d low all over the low squared. Well, the low in this case is g of x. That's g of 2. The derivative of the high is going to be f prime of 2 minus the high, which is f of 2, times the derivative of the low, which is g prime of 2, all over the low squared, or g of 2 squared. So let's plug in our pieces. Let's start with g of 2. G of 2 is 3. So we're going to have 3 for that first part of that numerator. F prime of 2 is 6. Then we subtract here. F of 2 is negative 3. And g prime of 2 is negative 2. Then on the bottom, we're going to have g of 2, which is 3 squared. Okay, so let's simplify this. By the way, that's our free response type answer. We got to keep working it down, doing some simplifying to get the multiple choice. So this first top left side of the numerator is 18. This second piece, negative 3 times negative 2 is positive 6. So it's minus 6. And then here on the bottom we have 9. Again, that would be 18 minus 6, which is 12 over 9. And this would be simplified to 4/3. That would be your multiple choice answer. Not too bad. Okay, let's look at this one now. Now we're getting into using the chain rule just a little bit. Let's switch colors here too as well. Why? Just because. No particular reason. Actually, to kind of differentiate our eyes. Okay, so the chain rule. First, we got to take the derivative of the outside, which is 3, and then this part here is squared. We're going to leave this inside alone to start. That's f of x. But then we're going to take the derivative of it, which would be f prime of x. Now we want to replace those x's with 2's, because that's where we're evaluating this. So this is 3 times f of 2 squared times f prime of 2. Well, what's f of 2? F of 2 is negative 3. So 3 times negative 3 squared. And f prime of 2 is 6. Okay. so this is our free response type answer. To simplify it to a multiple choice answer, we square the negative 3, that's 9. And we got times this 3, that's times, okay, what do we got here? This is 3 times 9 times 6, which is really 1 times 2. That's 162. That's a lot of multiplying going on there. But that's what you would get. That's your multiple choice type answer. And for the win, we got an embedded function here, a layered function, a multi-part function with an inside and an outside. So now first thing you need to realize is that when we take the derivative of this chain rule, we start by just doing the outside. F prime, we're going to leave this empty hole. Now first on the inside we write the original untouched inside function. On the outside we take the derivative of it, g prime of x. We're going to multiply it times that term. Now to simplify that even more, that's going to be f prime of g of 2 times g prime of 2. Because we're plugging in x equals 2. Well, g of 2 is a little bit different here. G of 2 equals 3. So that means I'm really finding f prime of 3 times g prime of 2. And f prime of 3 is 4. G prime of 2 is negative 2. So that's our free response type question right there. And not much simplification for the multiple choice. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. And then we win. And we're done. So go back, watch again, take a look at it. Remember, you're mostly focusing on free response stuff. This part 3 here is probably one you want to watch once or twice just to go back because that's what most of the quiz is on. All right, have a good night.